I'm glad culture's changed. I'd have been such a pain in the ass if I hadn't been allowed to work or do masculine things, being a tomboy. Oh, just if I'd had to wear dresses all the time or those ghastly bloody stockings that didn't have stretch. The first,
Oh, yeah, they were
yeah,
awful when they made us wear them, wasn't it?
yeah, and not didn't have pantyhose when I started wearing stockings. We had
Oh, you had the ones with the little
benders.
clips.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh, yeah, no, I didn't have to wear that. They were
Mm.
around, but I didn't have to wear them.
Yeah. So I think the pantyhose came out just about the same time I started work. So
Mm,
yeah, it was
mm.
something else again.
Yeah,
Mm.
yeah. Well, I was sort of a tomboy. I liked some girl things,
Mm.
but I liked a lot of like a lot of my friends up. Well, when I was a teenager, were boys because they did more
Yeah.
fun stuff. Yeah.
I was on the
Well, and they
older.
weren't as bitchy. That was what I didn't like about a lot of the groups of girls, is they'd just get together and they'd be a bit nasty.
Yeah.
That was fairly common, whereas the fellas
Mm.
weren't as much like that. Like they might get sick of each other, but they'd just give each other a punch and get over it.
Yeah.
Whereas the girls would just be nasty and sulk for weeks.
I wonder where that came from, whether it was cultural or it just is hormonal.
Yeah, well, I definitely think that there is differences between men and women when it
Oh
comes to
yeah.
that sort of thing.
Yeah.
But it is a spectrum, isn't it?
Yeah, once again. Yeah. Mm.
Yeah.
Yeah, I didn't. Because I started out on my own at Cook, and there were two boys there. I don't think there were any girls. Two boys
Mm,
close to my age. So, but I was running around barefoot all over the place, like I was just this complete wild child. And by the time we came to the suburbs, um, yeah, I guess it had been set in stone a little bit. I didn't want to stay inside, or yeah,
mm,
I didn't never liked dresses.
mm,
Yeah.
mm,
So, and I wanted to do things like ride horses and ride motorbikes and drive fast
mm,
cars and yeah,
See, I liked motorbikes too. Yeah.
mm, and powerful
Yeah.
cars. Yeah.
People are still surprised that I've got a full motorbike license. It's like, I have you? It's like, yeah, yeah, I have.
Yeah. I never got a bike license. I did most of my bike riding out in paddocks and stuff.
Mm,
But when I was in my 20s, I drove trucks illegally because I didn't have a license.
mm,
And then, yeah, when was it? Probably about 15 years ago, I got my truck license at last. So,
mm. Yeah, I have never driven trucks and big things like that. I don't know. I don't have the confidence to do that, but I like motorbikes.
oh
But
dear.
to be able to drive a truck or a bus, oh, I don't know.
Yeah. Yeah,
Yeah, I don't.
I think it's a medium rigid, so it's not massive, but I
Mm,
can drive our work truck if I need to. So, and they're all
well,
automatic these days. I mean, when I was doing it
mm,
illegally, I was driving a Road Ranger 14 gear or something, and then a Mack truck that had six what they call crash gears. So you had to
mm,
double clutch every gear change, or do I have to do that with the Kenworth? I don't know. That was a
mm.
long time ago.
Well, my first car that I had was years were three on the tree, we called it. So
Yep.
they were the three on the column.
Yeah.
Yeah, just think you don't
Column
see
view.
things like that anymore. Three on the tree.
Yep.
I remember it was called, yeah. Oh, I loved that little car. That's tree on the tree.
I remember learning in a car like that.
Yeah. Hi.
Oh
Yeah,
dear.
yeah. That was the first car I bought myself. I probably paid $200 for it or something.
Yeah.
Probably had to save up because I had a part-time job. So
Mm.
I was probably paid $12 a week or something. It took me a long time to save up for this car.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, two or $300. Oh man, freedom.
I bought my first block of land at about 17 for $700 in Aberfoyle Park.
Mm,
So that's what I did before I got a car. Yeah.
mm. Well, weren't you smart? You were you
Yeah,
were
nah,
smart from a young age.
nah.
Ah,
Married
I
some
s-
bloke and lost the bloody lot, but
yeah,
had the right idea, just didn't follow through effectively.
yeah. Well, no, I didn't even at 17. I wasn't thinking about buying blocks of land, let me tell you.
Well, that was that all, get a job, find a husband, have babies, buy a house. That was that whole thing, yeah. And we had glory box. Did you have a glory box? Do you know what a glory box?
Well, yes, I do. Yes, I do know what a glory box is.
Yeah.
Um, well, sort of had one because it was a thing. There were some girls that had glory boxes. Because I wasn't a girly girl though, I probably wasn't as appreciative when people gave me things for my
Mm,
glory box as what some of the other girls were.
yeah.
So then I got less and less given to me.
Yeah. Well, I had
Um,
to, yeah, stock my own.
mm,
So
well, there's no way I was spending my money on that shit.
I was heavily encouraged by mother.
And interestingly, one of my daughters, like, she always wanted a glory box. So, and how old's she? Maybe 33, 34, something like that. So, yeah, that, that was just, but it wasn't a big thing by then at all.
Yeah.
She was a bit of a, yeah, not very many people talked about it or wanted it, but
Yeah.
she did always
Yeah.
wanted a glory box.
Yeah.
Yeah. Whereas, like you say, now I wonder if young people even know what that term means.
No, I doubt it. Yeah.
Mm.
So yeah, stock it
I
all.
wonder
Stock.
why it's called glory box. Is it like
Well, I guess it's what did you have before
the
years ago?
glory of being married? Like, because it's what you would put together so that you would take to your first new home and you'd have lovely tablecloths and towels and
Yeah,
lovely
linen,
serving dishes.
crockery, you'd pick out your, well, now it would be your wedding register, wouldn't it? Because you go, if you have a wedding register, you
Well,
pick
that's
out
the
your
point.
your designs, your linens, your crockery, your cutlery. But what we had was more like a trousseau, but you don't hear that terminology anymore. So
Mm. Yeah, well, that's interesting because we still got wedding presents. Like, God, I had wedding
yeah,
presents coming out of my ear when I got married.
bright
They
orange,
were everywhere.
yeah, 70s bright orange toaster, kettle, wok.
Ooh, did you keep it? You'd be able to sell it as vintage.
Yeah. Um, so a trousseau is the clothes, linen, and other belongings collected by a bride for her marriage. So that's what it really, how it was used.
Mm.
So
Well, and it was all those little, well, the people that I knew, it was a lot to do with the little, like the doilies that you'd like and all of those sort of things
mm,
that perhaps you wouldn't get as a wedding gift, I
yes,
guess.
yeah. Mm,
Mm. Perhaps other the extra pretty bits. I don't know.
yeah. I don't think you could use glory box anymore these days because I think glory needs means something different and box needs,
Oh, does it?
yeah. I think
Glory. Oh, okay. We better stop
when,
saying that.
so when I had a trousseau.